Hello everyone. It's been a little while since I made one of these videos. I've just been on 2 little holidays, I guess I could say. And besides that, I've been training a lot on Zwift, which maybe is not the most entertaining content. So I figured I would just wait until something more exciting happens, which did happen. Recently, I was promoted from category D to category C in Zwift, which was one of my goals, as you can see here. So I'm very happy actually that we achieved that. Now, like I said, I've been training a lot on Zwift lately, and specifically I've been doing a lot of zone 2 work. Now there are different zones you can ride in on Zwift, but just in general, and you can see it in this graphic here. And FTP is of course your 1 hour maximum power output, so how hard you can ride for 1 hour, basically. So zone 2 is generally defined as a very chill way of riding, where you are putting effort in a bit, but it's a pace you could technically sustain for as long as you want, let's say. Strange enough, at least to me, there seem to be a lot of fitness and health benefits to riding a lot in zone 2. Apparently, you burn a lot of specific fat and you train a lot of specific muscles when you ride a lot in zone 2. And therefore, a lot of the modern training programs, they really recommend riding at least 80% of your training in zone 2, with the 20% remaining being like high intensity interval training and stuff like that, just stuff that's more straining on the body, let's say. So out of all my training, which you can see right here, these are all zone 2 rides. I've also started to combine these zone 2 rides with watching and commentating pro cycling races, like the Strade Bianche last weekend. I do that on Twitch, and it's actually a lot of fun to me. So if you ever want to catch me doing that, make sure to follow me on Twitch as well. Link for that is in the description below. But now, enough of the talking and the data. Let's dive into the race. So, this Zwift race from the Zwift Crit Racing Club took part on the Londe Classique course, which we would have to do 4 times in total. Fortunately, this is a pretty flat course overall. There's one little hill in the center, which you can see here. But overall it's relatively flat, which is good for me because of course on the flat it's easier to stick with the main group. And that was also my main goal for this race, just to stick with the peloton for as long as I could. I knew the pace at the start of these races could be very high, so I made sure to kick a lot of watts right from the start. I forgot how tough Zwift races were. Fortunately, it wasn't too hard to stick with the group on the flat. But then, like I said before, we encountered the first pause on the hill of this course. Yeah, we got a bit of a hill here, unfortunately. Here I'm already really struggling, and I really have to put out everything I can, even use my power up to stick with the front group. That was hard. Yeah, we survived the first round. Kinda. I can just stay with this group for as long as I can. I consider that a win. Pace definitely has slowed down a little bit, which is very nice. And not looking forward to that hill. But whether I was looking forward to it or not, we would still have to do this hill 3 more times. Okay, hang in there. 2 more laps. Maybe they're tired as well. I know I am. And on the lead-in of the 3rd lap of the hill, I made sure to use the power up to get that extra push at the start of the climb. It's gonna be tough. Hang in there. And somehow we also survived the third pass over this hill. And I was kind of surprised by how good my legs were feeling. Actually, my recuperation feels really good today. And with a bit more than 2 kilometers to go, we encountered the hill for the last time. And here I really wanted to save my power up for the final sprint, but unfortunately I had to use it to stick with the group. Now riding in this group, I see there's still 3 riders further up the road, but all I really can do and all I want to do is just try and recover as much as I can for the final sprint, if they will let me do that at all. Unfortunately, the finish line is so close though, that the pace never really drops anymore, and I really have to give it my all, kind of just stick with the group, which means that I probably won't have much left to do a sprint for the finish line. And here I kind of catch up back to the group with only 400 meters to go, but I know I'm empty and I just try to kick as hard as I can and kind of see where that will get me. Unfortunately, I pretty quickly realized that everyone else has just a bit more left in the tank than me, and I kind of finished last in this group, but still in the top third of the race overall. Ah! Fuck! Fuck! Ah! 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 So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with how this race went. Like really pleasantly surprised. I was much stronger than I thought I would be. I had a very good time recuperating after the hill specifically. And here you can see the entire result of the race. Yeah, so on average I did 2.8 watts per kilo, which is already kind of a increase from all my previous races. So if I can keep improving at this rate, then I also think that category B might not be that far away. I don't know, to me it sounds crazy because when I started I always thought these category B riders, they went so fast. Whenever I would ride with them in a group ride or ever I would see them pass me on like Alp de Zwift for instance, it's completely crazy the amount of power they can put out. To me, at least it was. And now I'm kind of getting close to there, so it's very exciting to me, and hopefully I can work towards that now. So that definitely next goal, like I said, is winning a category C race. Definitely want to make that, but after that category B is next, and I think those 2 goals are actually way more achievable now than I would have expected them to be when I started out 2 months ago. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work towards. And an important part of that is my weight, because I've been kind of steady now at 88 kilograms. And when I say steady, actually it means my weight fluctuates like crazy, like 3-4 kilos on a day even, if I work out. But it always seems to like hover around the 88, or it goes back to the 88. So I think I kind of got to figure out, maybe eat a bit healthier, because I'm really not eating that healthy yet. So it's just something I can focus on, I think, over the next little bit. And hopefully that will get me some results in the weight category as well, which is important, of course, if I want more watts per kilo to go up. So yeah, that's it for now. I am, like I said, very excited for what the future might bring for me and my racing. And I'm very grateful, as always, for everyone who's watching and following and everything. And like I said, if you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, please do, because that's really where I do the vast majority of my content. I try to stream these 3-4 times a week, and sometimes they're pretty long streams as well, combined with pro races. So yeah, do that please if you haven't done that yet. And for now, until next time, bye bye.